back to the Realtalks podcast. I'm your host, Jay Real, and I'm with two of my good friends who's part of my team inside Partner.co. If you don't know what it is, we're actually going to highlight and talk about that today. But I just want to introduce you to two amazing individuals. Together, they're a power couple. So here's my friend Nick and Katie. Welcome on board the show. I appreciate you guys hopping on. I know you guys are busy. I know you guys are probably tired of your day job today, but I appreciate you guys being on the show, man. But for the people that have not met you guys yet, people that have not followed you on your social media, let's talk about your background, starting with Nick and then Katie, and then basically we'll go from there.
Hey guys, this is Nick Aulby from Indiana. So some of my background is born and raised Indiana, a little south of Indianapolis.
Nice.
Father of two beautiful children, one boy, one girl. Started when I was super young, back in
Yeah.
high school, actually.
Damn.
And
Early starter.
yeah, early starter.
Cool.
And grew up with a loving mom, a great stepdad that stepped into my life and raised me right, I must say. Showed me
Love
the
it.
way.
Love it. Cool. And what about you, Kate?
Hi, I'm Katie Mohney from Indiana. I'm 23, so
Nice. Very young.
loving family, just very family orientated.
Oriented.
Yeah.
Oriented. Yeah.
Just
Cool.
always been working, living life, and then met this one.
Awesome. And I love that. And you guys are actually been together for quite some time, and that's awesome. Which kind of leads, to my next question. Nick, obviously, like you and I, we met through our 10X event, and specifically, I believe it was GrowthCon, right?
Yep.
I saw Nick as he's one of the first entrepreneurs that I met when I attended the GrowthCon event. And this guy was looking so sharp, man, a 3-piece suit and everything. I'm like, this guy is legit. He is ready. He's highly motivated. And then ever since then, we just, connected. Here we are. And I kind of explained how, he believed in the path that I'm taking with Partner Co. And so does Kate here as well. So we want to highlight that in this particular episode, specifically network marketing, the good, the bad, and everything else in between. So, Nick, first of all, appreciate you, following my suit in this partnership with Partner Co. I know you and I are very, very new, and when I first partnered with James Zhang, which is our business mentor in this business industry, I told him I wasn't in it for the money, but I'm in there for the network and the learning of more businesses, because as a business advisor and coach, that's very important to me. And one specific other thing is I wanted to help my peers, the people that's around me in my connection, to hopefully see the value of what this business could provide for them. And I appreciate why you took the opportunity to believe in this. And just kind of wanted to ask you, as far as your thoughts and opinions so far, both you and Katie, on your thoughts about being involved with Partner Co. But let's start with that first question. What made you took a leap of faith to get into this particular industry?
Well, with this industry, the biggest belief point was you, honestly, because like you said, we met back in Vegas at GrowthCon, 10X, and I think we really clicked back then and got to know each other. So when you hit me up with a business opportunity, which I'm always looking for nowadays, I was like,
open-minded. That's key.
Yeah. I'll look into it, see what it's about. He hit me up with a link to watch one of James' live webinars.
So, yeah.
Yep. From there, I just took off, and I remember at the very beginning, very skeptical, just because I never done anything like this before. So
me as well.
Yeah. I remember the first day after watching that webinar, I called James and hounded him.
Yeah.
with so many
ask him a lot of
questions about it.
questions.
Yeah.
I love that. Yep.
But so real belief point was you. I knew you.
Thank you.
I liked the opportunity, which I was always looking for, and then James really
Right.
sold it at the very end for you. And I was just like, you know what? I see a lot of potential here, a lot of money to be made,
right,
and connections as well. So,
and
I
we'll
just jumped
definitely talk
fully in.
about that. I love that. So we'll talk about the money potential in this business and why it's so important to know that as well. What about you, Kate? So obviously Nick was part of it. He was the first one, and then obviously you guys have been together for many years. And what made you like also take the initiative to join Partner Co?
Well, at first I was like super, super skeptical. So
Yeah,
I was just like listening to Nick talk about it for 2 weeks, and I was like, you know what, you do your thing. That's not
yeah,
me.
yeah.
And then he convinced me to go to one of James's webinars, and I listened to him talk, and I saw everybody like
Wow.
connecting and the products, and I was like, okay. And then I started trying it, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, this is actually something. And then that's
Right.
when I talked to James on a webinar, and I was like, okay, bet this sounds awesome.
I, I love that. And you know, one of the things that us three have in common is that we've never been in network marketing. And I'm actually going to kind of talk more about that, the shift into the focus of the way we market inside Partner Co. But not, neither of us have been involved in it, right? So both of you are very skeptics, and I always tell my potential, my circle, people around me, including myself, to be skeptic about something before you commit, because that allows you to do your due diligence and do a lot of research, asking a lot of questions, right? And not be
Gotta
gullible.
ask
So I think
questions.
that's very important. Always, always, and that's one of the things that I personally did as well when I talked to James first. Is that I had asked him a lot of questions, and one of the best things that he did was kept it real with me, right? And that's, to me, that's valuable. That's being somebody who's real, authentic, and genuine about something. That says a lot. And so, just like you, Nick, you took my word and believing in me. I did the same thing with James, and obviously, you both, Nick and Kate, know how James and Becky are amazing human beings as well. And
Yeah.
Absolutely.
obviously, this is a business, and but they truly care about the people inside their team, and I love that. And so I appreciate that you guys mentioned that. You guys were skeptic. You guys asked a lot of questions, but you were open minded, right? And so far, I mean, we're all fairly new. What have been your experience from our group, particularly the Warrior Movement, and then also attending the very first PXP event that we all went to? What are your experiences so far about that?
Oh man, so right off the bat, like day one of joining the team, it was nothing but welcome to the family. Like it wasn't
Hmm.
no get to know you. It was straight open arms. Welcome to the family. You're in. Let's do this
Immediately,
thing.
yeah.
So the just
Nice.
phenomenal warm welcome was great.
Right.
And then
That's
all
awesome.
following all the way up to PXP, the training they gave, the help that
Yeah.
I always got. I mean, like there wasn't a single time where if I had a question, someone on the team would answer back
Yeah.
all the
Right.
time. Yeah. And
Nice.
then
Nice.
yeah, PXP, I got to meet everyone. It was great. I mean, you could
Oh my
feel the
gosh, man.
love.
Yeah. And you and Kate actually did a far better job of networking than I did at this event, because that's exactly what I do. I'm very, very intentional when I spend the money to fly to a destination and attend an event, not only to learn and just hear more about how this opportunity could benefit me, but a big piece of attending these mastermind, these conferences, seminars, events is to network. And you and Kate actually did an amazing job of doing that. You both were intentional. And my follow on question is with Kate. Like, I know she that this is outside of Kate's, your comfort zone. Um, and like, what was your experiences, and like, what was your takeaway from the event in general? Personal takeaway for you, right? Getting to know yourself more, and more so also, as well as the event. Like, what give me a couple of takeaways that you can share to our audience.
It was fantastic because I've never been one to be social or do anything like this. So just everybody, like these multimillionaires that don't know me, just being
Mm-hmm.
there for me, answering my questions, telling me I can do it. Like it was the first time I've been with a company and they said, "Oh, we're a family," that I believed it. And just all
Yeah,
seeing the products and the updates and everybody's speeches and all this kind of all of it, it was so inspiring to move forward and be like, okay, this is a company that I want to be with. And
I
it's
love it.
great products, great people. So it was an amazing experience for me. It opened me up a
And
lot.
you felt the real positive energy, right? And
Absolutely.
partner code, if for our viewers, partner code just relaunched in February. I say relaunch is the company itself is new, but the products and a lot of the core people have been around network marketing for many years, very successful. um, and personally see this business, obviously, and they know it. They've like been very openly expressed that this is going to be a multi-billion-dollar company, right? And you can see as to why. And you may mention it, Katie. The products are excellent. It sells itself, right? One of the key products that we've been pushing is obviously the drops. We call it the skinny drops and all that stuff, because it's sold. I'm sure it's sold millions already since we've been talking about it.
Oh, for
And
sure.
and the product sells itself. It works. All three of us have tried it. And The next thing that I wanted to also say that Katie mentioned is that there's so many other successful people that's been in network marketing, um, who have done it, who's shown proof of concept that you can definitely create wealth inside this business, right? Many multimillionaires in the business, and a lot of them were very similar, just like us. They just took a leap of faith into this business, into this industry, learned the blueprint, and stayed with it, stay consistent, and ultimately got them to where they're at, right? Some of them are already making 100,000 plus a month inside this
Yeah.
business. So for people that don't know, that's amazing. For one, that the investment that you have to do to get inside this business is very minimal. So low entry fee to be a part of it, and very high reward. So I'll just kind of talk about the two businesses that I have that I launched, right? The first one's my recruiting agency. I spent about $25,000 in the beginning to put my business together, the marketing, the people I hired, a business coach I helped, that had helped me scale this business or start it. I've spent about $25,000, not knowing how I was going to get my money back, which I did by a lot, by 10x, and more. And my next one is my business advisor role. I bought a franchise with Cardin Ventures. I'm a 10x, entrepreneur, just like Nick. I'm a 10x business owner, and I'm like, you know what? When I got offered this opportunity to be a franchise owner inside Cardin Ventures, um, I took a leap of faith again. But this time I spent over $165,000 to be a franchise owner. Will I get my money
Woo.
back? I personally know I can. Yeah, I can. I know, and I will. Um, I'm just that individual. When I put my name into something, or when I put my mind into something, I'll get it. I'll be 100% into it, and I will certainly get my money back at some point,
Belief and
which I know
discipline.
I will. Um, Exactly. But I say that because with Partner Co, how much do you need to start this online business? Katie, do you remember?
You only need $30 to start.
$30, guys. It's kind of funny. It's $30. And what $30 gets you is your own back end, your own replicated website where you can sell the amazing products that we've been talking about. If you don't follow our feed, our channel, all you'll see is the product that we promote on our website. You, for $30, you get to become a lifetime member inside Partner Co. And what's the other thing that we have to do? The next thing is you buy a package, right? Either a business pack or I forget what they call the other ones, but the package that you get, so it goes up to the ultimate side. But what do we like that pack that we spend money on, starting at what I think 700 for the entry level business pack, right? Up to the ultimate pack, which is I think 2,000 something dollars, and really that's it to get you started, guys. And how amazing is that? And the reward, the ROI, is just as much as how much I could get inside my partnership with 10x with Cardin Ventures without having to invest $160,000, right? So this is, for me, once you learn the business, the industry, it's a win-win, right? Do you guys both agree? Because you saw the value of being inside this business, right?
Oh, absolutely.
All of those people, the $1 million earners, right? They didn't invest a lot of money to be a part of it. But what do you think is one of the key why, to the key to their success? What made them very successful inside this business?
Oh man, so I actually got to talk to the founders.
Yeah,
and
wow.
I asked them both the same question. I'm like, hey, looking back in your life, where was the point you could say you were successful?
Yeah,
Darren, he started a business, a roofing company, when he was 16.
Wow.
He instantly knew he was going to be successful.
Nice.
Because he believed in himself.
Yes.
He was doing roofing. He was like, man, I could easily make a company with this.
Right.
He could do it. Starts with belief.
Exactly.
And made it happen. And then
mindset.
I asked John the same question too, and he was like, as soon as I got out of high school, there wasn't a moment where I didn't believe in myself.
Wow. Yeah.
So he took off from there.
So both of those things, so the two gentlemen that Nick talked about are both the founders of Partner.co, and they're obviously very, very successful. There's two things that resonates with me with their answers, guys, and that is believing in yourself. It all starts with your mindset, right? In the same trait that I instill in myself today, which I'll tell you, I didn't start this way at all. But when I shifted my mindset that I can and will be able to do anything that I put my mind into, that everything changed. From my service in the Navy, I became very successful once I figured this out. And it's not a secret. It's called the law of attraction. And essentially what that is anything that you put your mind into, you'll be able to accomplish as long as you keep that vision right in front of you, and at the same time you take action. Law of attraction becomes law of action, and law of basically attaining what that goal is. So that's one. The second is that yes, they did take action. They believe that they can and they will. Number two is they took action. And those are the two key things that you need in order to be successful in anything that you do, in any business, and even specifically for this opportunity with Partner Co. So I appreciate you sharing that, Nick. And Kate, with you being skeptic about this whole thing at first, what are some of the negative stigma that you've heard about network marketing, and not necessarily Partner Co, because it's a completely new business, basically company, right? So, but what have you done as far as research? And Nick, you can also answer, but I'd like to ask Kate about this first.
Just that it's a scam, or it's not. How am I trying to say this? It's not reality. It's not like the 9-to-5 job. It's not stable. So it's not in the picture for most people. So it's too hard to reach. That's like the biggest thing. It's everyone wants you to just be comfortable instead of pushing past that and getting more. So.
Wow, that's amazing. That's true. What about you, Nick? What are some of the challenges or negative stuff that you've heard about network marketing?
The biggest pyramid
Mm-hmm.
scheme.
Mm.
I mean, I know you've heard all about it when you started joining, and
yeah,
those were the big questions I had for James. Was like, hey,
right.
man, I've looked into pyramid schemes. I've had a company reach out to me that was a pyramid scheme. What makes this company different?
Yeah.
And like I said, he took the time and sat there with me and explained how this works and opened my mind to honestly how the world works, because it's built like any other business. You got your top, and then it all flows down, all the way
100%.
down to the workers.
100%. Just and any corporation, right? It's the same thing.
Exactly.
You have board members, you have your founders, your CEO, you're the owner of the business, and it funnels down to every single person a part of that company or organization. Everybody has to be providing something positive, specifically some kind of value and monetary value to the company. Why? What's the point of being a part of it? Why would they hire you if you're not bringing money back into the business? So I love the fact that you mentioned that, Nick, because what we teach inside Cardin Ventures is that for every hire that you do for your company, they should be at least bringing in $250,000 to $500,000 a year for your business in order for the business to be profitable. Does PartnerCo have any expectation like that inside this business for the people that become a part of it? No, not at all. Although that's the goal, and the goal of bringing in more business, more revenue for the company, that means you get a huge piece of that, right? Inside this pyramid scheme that people might say.
Yeah.
And it's everywhere. For the people that say that, look at your own specific business or the company that you're a part of, whether you're a W-2 or you're one of the leadership position, right? Who are you making rich? The business, the company, the owner? Who, right? It's the same concept. And so I understood that as a business coach and advisor, right? That this particular business itself is actually the most legal business that you can
Yeah.
find. Like
And
everything is governed by laws, instruction, and obviously the SEC is monitoring this kind of stuff, right? To make sure
yeah.
that it's not a scheme. But people, some small-minded people, I'll say it now, they just they'll say that because they've never dealt with anything like it, and they believe what others say, right? And last thing about what Nick said about being a pyramid scheme, the military is structured the exact same way. You got your chief of command, the president of the United States, and it trickles down to the branches, to the secretary, and also and all forth, right? So it's structured exactly the same way. So for people out there who says this is a pyramid scheme, please wake up, because that is untrue. It's a very legal business, and it's up to you to take this opportunity to the next level. And if you actually learn how it works, the blueprint, you'll be very successful. Um, that being said, for you guys, I mean, we're all new. We're definitely pumped up from seeing, from going to the event and seeing what this could become. But what are your goals in the next 12 months inside this business? What do you see yourself in?
Me personally, next 12 months, you said?
Yeah, next 12 months.
Next 12 months. Okay. Well, I have always, well, not always, I have come to find within myself to always shoot high.
I
So
love
I'm
that.
shooting for very large goals at all time. Now I
I
break
love it.
down those goals to more manageable stepping stones, but
Okay.
I'm always shooting very high. So
And that
next
is
year
what?
I'm wanting to go director within the business
Nice. In 1 year, you want to get
in one
into
year.
becoming a director. I love that.
Yep.
I love that goal. I love that you're shooting higher. And to be honest, it's actually attainable in this business
It
It
is.
to
is.
It
get
is.
to being a director. And that's pretty awesome. Um, is there a monetary goal as well? I want to ask you that too, because certain roles and position, obviously you'll get, um, more
money and all that.
opportunity, more income, revenue. But what is the like? Do you have a money value that you see yourself having, like per month or annually?
Per month, I'm shooting for minimum $10,000 a month.
By the end
So,
of the
and
year.
that's just the start. Like I said, that's my stepping stone.
Okay, I love
So
that.
that's where I like to be.
I love
That
it.
put me in a more advantaged position to do what more stuff like I want to do, be able to travel more, make more events, come to one of your events.
Yes, you guys will definitely be a part of that for sure. And okay, so you guys heard that here live. It's not live, but on this episode, $10,000 a month and a director position inside partner.co. So this will be aired within the next 30 days. And we'll definitely go back a year from now to see where you're at. So you better hold yourself to that goal. All right, Nick. What about you, Kate?
Hey.
I in a year, at least that like low balling is manager. My main thing is I just want to get people. I want to have plenty of people under me and helping them with their lives. But so manager is like low ball for me.
Low end. Yep.
Money wise, I'd probably say about 10 to start off, but it'll end up being more.
I love that. See, I love that you guys envision that there is that 10,000 is nothing in this business, right?
It's not.
I mean, and for a lot of people, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So collectively, if you both get into $10,000 a month as a couple, and I see you guys being together, for a very long time and forever, I hope, and that brings you guys both in $20,000 a month in 12 months. 12 months. So today is what, September 25th, right? So in 1 year, you guys will be pulling in $20,000 combined. How does that change your life financially, personally, and everything else?
Well, it opens up more opportunities for travel, which one of my biggest dreams has always been to travel more.
Oh, I love it.
It wasn't until I started putting my mindset in a more entrepreneurial path that I want to attend more events like the 10X events, the PXP events, the Cardone Ventures, all of them, just to expand my knowledge more. And grow.
I love that. I love that, guys. And I personally think you guys can achieve that. I will say easily achieve that. I wouldn't say, okay, let me rephrase that. Nothing is easy. Nothing successful becomes easy, but it's certainly very much attainable inside this industry. Entrepreneurship is why it's different from a W-2 job is that you're not limited on your income potential, right? You get what you put in as an entrepreneur. So inside this online business, certainly you can hit 10K a month, not a problem. When I started my very first agency, it's I don't know if I told you guys, I earned my first 3 months. I told you guys initially I invested $25,000, and within the first less than 4 months, I made $120,000 in my business. And
oh crap,
yeah, and I figured out the blueprint, and it's nothing that is something that I created. It's people before me's done it. All I did was follow what my business coach had told me to do, and I took repeated, consistent action. Once I figured out, okay, this is how to make 10 grand, how to make 20 grand. I just repeated the process, took massive action, and there you go. So in any kind of business, that's all you need. Learn what the actual blueprint is to get you to making your first dollar, and you just got to 10x your action towards that, and then that's how you get to your 10K. That's why personally I believe that you'll hit that 10K each, by the end of the year, or not by this end of this year, but in 12 months, right? So, and as you both know, you both mentioned that is to start with. To get to 10K, Nick, you want to get into a director role with InsidePartner.co, and Kate, at least a manager, which you're gonna get that within, I'd say, probably 4 months. You're gonna surpass that. So, I'm actually gonna hold you higher than that goal. But 10K is something that I will shoot to work with both of you to achieve inside this online business, because you guys are amazing people. I love getting to know you guys both in a more personal level during our event at PXP, and I'll certainly do what I can to get you guys to attaining that. And for me, I just don't do it for fun. Obviously, I told James I wanted to expand my network, to increase my brand as a business advisor and as a business owner, right? To have that credibility, and then also, being a part of this business, I want to help others as well. And I promote it because I know you don't need to spend a lot of money to get into a profitable business such as this. So those are my key reasons. But I also told James that money wise, financially wise, what would make this, I guess, worth my time. And I said, sure. I said $20,000 a month. That would definitely, in a year or less, I want to get into $20,000 a month into this particular business. Right? You never turn away money, because my other businesses might drop or whatnot, and if I can have this opportunity for myself personally to get another financial source of income, then why not, right? So, my goal is $20,000 in 12 months or less. That's my goal. So, and I started about 3 months ago, yeah, so it's in the works. So I'll keep you guys posted when we both redo this podcast, Nick and Kate. I will definitely share how much I'm getting as revenue from Partner Co, and then I hope you guys can share yours as well. So that being said, what are some of the things that you guys are going to do to get you towards that goal in regards to this business?
Things that I'll do. I mean, it's all based around making more connections.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in my life, I've always been told you don't know how to talk to people. And it wasn't until the 10X Growth Conference where I found myself.
Wow.
And started talking to everybody.
Yeah, man.
I didn't care who they were. I didn't know their positions. I didn't know where they were in their company. I just started talking.
I love it.
I got to know a lot of people, you included.
Yeah.
So,
and Nick, before you're gonna take massive action in connecting with the right people. So I will. Yep. I still want you to keep talking about this, right? Because your actions, I wanted to kind of hear in your own words what you're gonna do to get you there. But I will tell you this: when we first met, you carried yourself very well, and you weren't afraid to talk to people, whether they're multimillionaires, six-figure earners. It didn't matter. You belong in that room just like everybody else did. You walked in and talked with that sign, that motivation, that charisma, and people will never know that you're a very new entrepreneur. So I just want to give you kudos on that. So you're going to take a lot of actions like you did at GrowthCon, where it all started. I love that. Because your network is your net worth, as you already know, and connecting with people. And so, like, how are you planning on connecting with people?
I mean, there's always multiple ways. You got social, which that's the big one. I mean,
that is
you got Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I took coaching classes on LinkedIn, so I know how to work that now, and it's an amazing platform because it's nothing but business people.
It's underutilized.
It is very underutilized. And then just, I mean, wherever I go, I mean, I'm consistently now asking, like, hey, how can I help you in your life? Whether that's your health, or your wealth?
Mm.
Can I help you in any way? Because
I
I can
love
do
that.
both for you.
I love that. And what about relationship? That's the three things that people care about: health, wealth, and relationship. And do you believe that our products inside Partner Co. can help in those three categories?
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
Right?
it's obviously going to help with your health. It's
Yeah.
been proven. I have my
Right.
testimonies. I lost 15 pounds in 6
Wow.
weeks.
Yeah.
Katie
That's a
has her
lot.
testimonies. It was 8 pounds in 2 weeks, I believe.
It
That's
helps
awesome.
my energy and anxiety.
Yeah, helps her
Yeah.
out.
So the
So
health is there.
health is there.
Wealth.
Wealth, I mean, abundant opportunities within the couple months, because you got me in shortly after you got in, right
Yeah.
under James.
Yep.
And with that, I've already made $1,000+
Yeah.
selling products,
Right.
and it's just the beginning.
It's just the
I mean,
beginning. And
no
and
one
can I
even knew
say
about us.
and can I say that this is you not taking a lot of action? And I will
No, it's
I'll say
really
that.
not.
I'll say that because now we have a proven plan. We're strategizing, right? Um to take it to the next step, right? Like,
Yeah,
yeah. And I didn't
and
know what I didn't know either.
yeah, and I'll be the first to admit, past couple months before PXP, I was going through some stuff.
Mm.
I dropped practically everything except my job.
Mm-hmm.
So past I'll say 2 months, I wasn't
Yeah.
making any money from it. So it was
Yeah.
just within a month or two
Right.
of starting the business,
Right.
making my first check of it was $200,
That's awesome.
and then bumping that within the next month and a half of
Yeah.
1,000,
Yeah.
and then now I'm back on it.
And we're
I
not
got
even, yeah.
yeah,
We're not
we just
we're
started.
we barely started, right? And I love that you mentioned that because imagine once we amplify what we're gonna do inside this business, and I'm gonna do
Hmm.
everything I can to help out my team, and you guys are part of my team, so you're getting the best of both worlds because I charge a lot in my coaching program.
now,
I
I
think
do got a
James,
question for you.
yeah, James does
What?
too. I think, but
Right.
yeah,
In relationship, how are you speaking of it? You talking
okay.
friendship, connections, or relationships?
Yeah, no, it's
Like,
more like relationship, the people that's important to you in your life, whether it's your significant other,
hmm
your kids, your family, and just your circle, right? I say relationship, how this could help is because anxiety. Kate talks about it
yep.
helps with her anxiety, right? When you're suffering from anxiety, um, a lot of stuff goes through your action, the things you act, the things that you say, right? um, and I believe that it also helps with a few other things: depression, anxiety,
hmm
migraines, all of those other things, your hormones, all of these things help, which in return, once that your health is fixed, you are going to be able to better interact with the people around you, especially your inner circle and your immediate family, your significant others, your kids and all that stuff, because you're in a much better mood, right?
Yeah.
um, you're not suffering from certain things, anxiety or body aches or problems like that, which in return, if you are suffering from any of these illnesses, your outlook in life is going to be different. But when that is resolved and fixed, you're going to feel much
You have
better.
more time,
You have more time, and you get
clear
to,
mind.
yeah, you get to improve your relationships as well. That's why I say, what we do in a partner co, if you strongly believe it like I do, it's going to help. When you're helping people, it's going to help with their health, their wealth, and their relationship, right? Do you agree, Kate?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Right.
Anything
And
you want to say?
so, and well, I do want to say, kind of with following back to Nick. So you're going to take action. You're going to network and connect with a lot of people. Social media is one huge thing, obviously, that we can leverage because it's the easiest way to get in front of everybody. What about you, Kate? Like, connection is one of the key things that we need to do, obviously, to be able to attain the goals that we mentioned. But how are you going to connect with people? Could you share that here?
My thing it's gonna be the social media, TikTok,
Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook. But I think I want to try to mainly move to TikTok because it's one of the biggest platforms now.
Yeah.
And then where I work, I'm talking to people all day long, waiting for sales to happen anyway.
Yeah.
And I just talked to somebody today, and I took my drop, and then she's like, oh, I'm gonna save, and then I'm gonna tell my aunt about this, and I'm gonna do this. And so it's like already, and I was just waiting for a contract. So just being more open about it, and
I love
actually talking to people, like me starting conversations.
Yeah. And this goes for any kind of business, by the way, guys. In my recruiting agency, I do this. In my business coaching and advisor role, I do this, which is asking for referrals. Don't be afraid to ask for referrals, right? If that person that you spoke to or you talked to, whether in person or social media, if they may not be ready for it, I'll always say, yeah, no problem. I appreciate the time. Would you know anybody who could benefit from this product? Would you know anybody that would want to lose at least 5-10 pounds that I can, share this to, right? And that goes a long way as well. So I love it. Connect with a lot of people, leverage social media. And for you, Kate, obviously he's leveraging TikTok. It's one of the best platform currently today to grow and reach out to as many people. Those are definitely some of the key things that we need to start implementing and multiplying our action towards. And you're going to get there. You're going to get to that goal 100%. So I definitely love that. Well, I guess those are my final questions. For you both, you're obviously in social media now, and for our viewers, like if they need to or they want to connect with you, where can they find you? Obviously, Instagram and TikTok, but what are your handles on there?
For Facebook, which it has my link to Linktree, so it has all my other things connected.
Awesome. So how Nick Aulby, Nicholas Aulby. Okay, awesome. And then they can find you. What about you, Kate?
On Facebook and TikTok, it's just Katie Mohney.
Nice.
And then Instagram, it's Katie_Mohney_.
Awesome. Well, last question. I want you guys to give advice to other people who might be on the fence about network marketing. And same thing with you, Kate. What would be your advice to somebody that's watching this who has thought about it or who wants to make a change in their financial situation in their life?
I just go for it. Believe in yourself. Of course, do your research, look into it, and then just work your butt off because you can do it. I never thought that I would be able to do something like this, and here I am doing it.
Yeah.
It's once you get it and once you're doing it, it's going to be the best part of your life. It's going to help you grow financially, wealthy, financially, relationship, all of it.
Awesome. I love it. What about you, Nick?
People hanging on the fence. Like she said, do your research. I mean, you have to do it. But if you're looking at this podcast and you're thinking about Partner Co., we have a webinar every Wednesday. Was it 9 p.m. Eastern time?
Yep.
Which, I mean, I know how that transferred to all the other time zones, but look at it. See who it is. James is completely and utterly a welcoming guy, and he will talk through any questions that you have, us included, if you want to get a hold of one of us. I mean, it's an opportunity for you if you're wanting to take it. Yeah.
I love that. Guys. And I appreciate you both having taken the time to be part of my podcast and to share your experiences and story with Partner.co. I am looking forward to working with both of you and helping you achieve your goals personally, professionally, and financially. And for our viewers, I appreciate you guys joining in again. If this is the first time you've seen this episode or my channel, please, if you liked it, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys into the next episode. And if you are interested into partner.co and network marketing specifically, go hit up Nick and Katie. And I will tell you this, they'll tell you how it is. And we do hope that you can join us in this journey to building wealth together. All right, guys, thanks a lot, and we'll talk again soon. See you.